I'm recording with the 11th grade B on a class previous to go back to classes. Previous to go back to school, see our faces. Wow, it's going to be amazing. And well, from Monday on, we're going to start the new schedule. So we're going to have classes on Thursday, but we're going to have a look if we can change it because it's a bit problematic to have a class in the afternoon. So we're going to see if there is a possibility to move it. But let's go to our business. Today is we will be talking first about things in the past, okay? About rules and what things were forbidden and things that people weren't allowed to do in the past and how those things have changed. Then we're going to do some reading from the book and vocabulary from the book as well. In terms of vocabulary, I still have 3 of the previous class, forbidden, and also I added 3 more, which are expressions. So the first one is an expression to get rid of someone, to get rid of something as well. If something is annoying or someone is annoying, like, like you don't feel pleased around that person, you get rid of that, get rid of the person, of the thing. So it's like kind of and then you feel relieved, you feel happy, then you feel pleased because that thing was annoying or that person was annoying. What do you think it means when you get rid of something?
Es como deshacerse de algo.
Thank you. Yes, to feel relief. When you feel relief means like you feel in peace. Like when you finish all your tests during terrible weeks of electives and all the contents that you have, probably you feel relief when you lay down on your bed and there is no homework. It's nothing. So you feel like And yes, Connie, is when you get rid of something, you put something away, usually that is annoying. It could be a person. Yeah, some people are very annoying, so you want them far away from you. Another one is a popular one that we also have in Spanish is to give someone a cold shoulder. So imagine the situation. Valentina had an argument with Diego and there was a miscommunication over there, and then Christian comes and he asks, "Hey, what's going on?" And none of the two of them are talking. So Christian says, "Come on, you people are grown ups. Stop doing that." And none of them is talking to each other. So they are giving each other a cold shoulder. A cold shoulder. And when your best friend did something wrong or said something bad to you, you don't speak to them back. So you give them the cold shoulder.
Es como la ley del hielo, profe.
Yeah, same thing. Yes, in Spanish we do that. Ley del hielo. So if you give someone a cold shoulder, you don't talk to them. You don't answer the messages. And that it's a consequence of, something mean, something bad happened to give someone a cold shoulder. Okay, the students from last class who did great, Kun Fun, Joe, Valentina, Dimo, and Bicholas, sorry. Bicholas, like Nicolas and Bicholas. Okay, enough of boy Pablo. Let's get to your class. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Say you love me now. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're gonna check the schedule at the end of the class so we can decide which day is the best. So today's class is talking about the things that we weren't allowed to do, or things, different rules that we had in the past. Okay, and I put those 2 images related to Middle Ages, right? You know that those times were pretty dark, and in the past, things weren't that good. Okay, when people say good past times were the best, I disagree. They weren't. Okay, so think of now I would like you to have a look at things people weren't allowed to do in the past. Things that weren't allowed to do. Things that people weren't allowed to do, whether they're women, whether they're men. Okay, things that people weren't allowed to do. Stuff people were.
Women weren't allowed to vote.
All right, that's good. Women weren't allowed to vote. And look at the elections that we had recently. We have more women than men. How times change. How the tables turn. I like that. How the table how the table turns. I like that expression. I'm going to put it up there. How the table turns. Okay. Anything else? The women are allowed to vote. Okay. I'm going to contribute to one. African American people weren't allowed to use the same bus as white people. Hell, this is terrible. Imagine you had to go to work, and then you see a bus full of white people, and you're an African American. Okay, forget it about taking the same bus. Okay, forget it. Okay, more stuff. Come on. American, South African people as well. Okay, what else? What else? Think about the past. Think about little kids. Think about people in general, women, men. Anything? Anything?
People, I mean, I don't know, but people weren't like allowed to be gay, or being gay was wrong.
True. Okay, so people weren't allowed to express their sexuality. So if you were, like you mentioned, if you were gay, you weren't allowed to show it. Okay, that was no, you can't talk about those things. Right, it was forbidden. No, 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 no. Oh yeah, Diego, that was similar to the ones I was saying. Black people weren't allowed to sit in the same chair designed to white people. Look at that. That was really stupid. And black people weren't allowed to sit in the same chair assigned to white people. You've been thinking about that? It's really stupid. Legítimo, andar en la ciudad con un auto robado con multa. But it's not, right now, it's not allowed. It's the same now. You are not allowed to, to steal a car, for example. Think about stuff that right now they seem unbelievable. What about if you were in a marriage and I don't know, you are a woman and you are unhappy, and in the past you said, I want a divorce. Were you allowed to divorce? I don't think so. Okay, anything else? Wait, we have a lot of people here. Anything else? Maybe in Spanish you can help. Let's go. Cristiano, Valentina, Gaston, Torres, Joe, Benjamin Palman. Thank you. I have to stay home. That's kind of... Okay. Okay, good. Thank you, Joe. That's true. Okay, what else? What else? What else can you think of? What if in the past you said that you believed in another religion? Oh, I believe in the Jedi. I believe in Star Wars. What would probably happen? Okay, for example, okay, people weren't allowed to have freedom of beliefs. Okay, so you had to believe in God mainly. If you believe something else, you were like, no, you probably a Satanist or something. Women did not have the same rights as men. Okay, yeah. Maybe give an example. Like women weren't allowed to what?
Vote.
Okay, yes, we have that one. La tenemos, está puesta ahí.
No lo había visto.
Creo que no le sale. ¿Le sale lo que estoy escribiendo?
Sí, sale, pero no lo había visto.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Education. Okay, so women. Okay, but what about that? Expand the idea. Because if you say education, what? Dear Joe, explain the idea. Expand it. Idea se pega. Come on, participate. Okay, my women. Okay, here we have more ideas. Women didn't have X. Okay. All right. Yes. Okay, women weren't allowed to have the same education as men. Yeah, they were. Yeah, it was different. It was way different. Because I understand that we are different, but biologically, but it doesn't mean that we have to be separated. Women couldn't choose jobs the men had. Okay, yeah. Women weren't allowed to choose jobs. Women weren't allowed to have access to pain medication and childbirth. Is that true? Wow.
Yep.
Wow. Painful to have access to pain medication for childbirth. Okay, so you just went to the hospital and that's it. Terrible. Imagine those people, and in the past they had more children than they have now. So imagine the pain. Okay, so we have a lot of things about minorities. In this case, women not being a minority. There's plenty of things to say about them. So if any day, now or in the future, someone tells you that the patriarchy or patriarcado is unreal, you gotta be clever. It is real. It exists. It exists until today. Obviously, less than in the past. Look at those things. You, they were special schools for women, special schools for boys. Remember, seminario, for example, it was a special school for boys. Girls weren't allowed. Instituto Nacional, for example, only for boys. Salesianos, only for boys. Gabriel Amistad, only for girls. So La Serena, you also had examples of that. And now in the votes that we cast recently, look at that. The majority of the candidates are women. I'm not saying that just for being women is good, but it opens a possibility. That's something. That is something. Okay, so let's continue. We're going to go to the text now. So some vocabulary that we have to have in mind before we go to the text is we already mentioned to get rid of something or someone. To weave. Weave is an activity, I would say is an artistic activity that people do with knittings, with wool, colorful wool. And they make beautiful sweaters and they make clothes. They make canvas. They also make figures with weaving. Also, spiders. They weave their web. What's the meaning of that verb? To weave. To weave. Tejer. Yes, perfect. And if you say something nasty, how do people feel? If you say something nasty or if you do something nasty, how do people around you will feel?
Disgusted?
Yeah, they will be uncomfortable, disgusted. They will be, what did you say? Or what did you do? Okay, so being nasty is really, it's like being dirty, being rude. That would be a good synonym. Disgusted, yeah. To be rude. Okay, to be rude. To say something inappropriate, right? To make people feel uncomfortable, not good. Okay, nasty. Okay, if you are on your best behavior, how do people around you will react? If you are on your best behavior, okay, let's say at school. If you are on your best behavior at school, what? Yeah, okay, yeah. People around you will be happy, content. If you are quite rebellious or if you are naughty, and then you are on your best behavior, people will be like, oh, what's going on? Why are you so quiet? Why are you sitting down still? What's going on? Is this a prank? So when you are on best behavior, it means that you are behaving really well. You are following the instructions, following the rules, everything. We checked this word last class. When you are told off or when you get told off, actually it was something bad. And how do you usually feel when you are get told off? How do people feel generally?
Embarrassed?
Embarrassed. Yes, that I think that's the best word. Embarrassed. So embarrass. I love this word because it has a double R and double S, and it doesn't mean embarazado. It means avergonzado. Okay, it might be considered like a cognate, like a false cognate, como un cognado falso. Embarrassed. Avergonzado. Yes, you feel embarrassed when you're told off. You feel. Some people feel sad. They want to cry. Some people, take the responsibility, and they say, "Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna fix this." And if you do what you're told, If you do what you're told, how do people around you feel? If you do what you're told, or what are you doing if you do what you're told? Yeah, you're being obedient. You're being obedient. That's a good word. We can add here, the verb is to obey. Obey. That's the verb, to obey. You become obedient. Yeah, if you do what you're told, generally would say it's good. Okay, generally would say it's good. There's some cases that breaking the rule is necessary. Okay, because you are being it's not good to be so strict, I think. Okay, let's move. So I'm gonna go to pages 110, 111. Give me 1 sec. I'm gonna go to the book now. Hey, this week I'm gonna send you the instructions of the project, which is the evaluation of a unit. And I was thinking about it. Maybe you can help me. Do you think, like, with your hand and your heart, with your hand on your heart, do you think it's a good idea to have a project in which you create a game and you tell me the rules and how it works? Do you think my idea is good? That you create a game? Obviously, maybe not in the final stage and when you play the game. No, just the basic things, just the rules, the things that you need to play. Okay, those things. Is it a good idea? I was thinking about that. Actually, I dreamt about that. I was dreaming about the project. I was like, this guy's making a game. The game can be based on anything. It can be based on a card game. It can be based on Monopoly. It can be based on. Can it be a video game? I would say yes. Maybe yes. Yeah, maybe yes. But card games and tabletop games are kind of more rounded for this project. But I'm not close to anything. I'm really flexible. Thank you, Joe. You're very, very kind. Always, you're very kind. All right, let's go. So I'm here at the book on the page 110. And here I have some stuff. So I'm going to ask a random question to you. Let's go. Let's ask Bicholos. Bicholos, hello? Bicholos.
Hello, profe.
Okay, Bicholos, tell me. In your house, are you allowed to stay up late at the weekends?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Demo, are you allowed to invite friends to your house?
¿Cómo, profe?
And Demo, do your
Sí, sí.
parents let you invite friends to your house?
Ah, de invitar amigos así, o en familiares así, sí.
Friends to your house, yeah?
Ah, amigos.
For example, okay, let's say on Saturday. Mom, can I invite Bicholos
Ah, es que profe vivo muy re lejos. Los cabros les queda full.
but in general, do the
Ah, en
parents?
general.
Yeah.
Sí, ya, sí.
Okay, thank you. This is obvious, I think. Let me see. Cristiano Ronaldo, do your parents let you watch any TV program that you want? Any. Cristiano Ronaldo, do your parents let you watch any TV programs that you want? Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. Okay, he's not here. Let's ask Diego. Do your parents let you watch anything?
Yeah, teacher.
Yeah, no worries. Okay, goody. Let's ask Weston. Do your parents let you wear any clothes you want at home? Weston? Ah, dear people, give me strength. Okay, let's go with Palwan. Palwan, do your parents let you wear anything you want at home? What about you, Sofita? Do your parents let you wear any clothes you want at home?
Yes.
Thank you. Finally, there is a person here. Oof. Thank you, Sophia. I was about to close the classroom. Okay. Let me ask Vale Pavés. Are you allowed to wear any clothes you want at school, Miss Pavés? Kiri Kiri también. Okay, Valentina.
Excuse me?
Are you allowed to wear any clothes you want at school?
Of course. Wait, what? At school?
Yeah.
No, at school, no.
Okay. Are you allowed to wear pants at school?
It depends because now we
Mhm.
were allowed to, but in the past we had to wear the uniform.
You know what? Maybe you guys, when you are in the 12th grade, you should get together, like, and talk to principal, like make a letter, write a letter, like in which you explain that girls could wear pants if they want, whatever
Profe,
season.
deberíamos llevar todas con pantalón.
Yeah, whatever season you want. Yeah, if it is cold.
Yeah,
If it is hot.
especially in winter, because in winter using like a skirt is not the best.
I guess so. I've never worn a skirt nor what are they called? Leggings, yeah, stockings, leggings, panties. Yeah, never wore panties. So I think it must be really cold. But anyways, just pants. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, I support Connie's idea. You just go to school with pants. That's it. You're not breaking any rules. I think. Yeah. It's not jeans. It's school pants. Come on, give it a break. Okay. Are you allowed to use mobile phones at school? Question for Cristobal Aguilera.
Teacher.
Are you allowed to use your mobile phone at school?
At school?
In general, like at school.
In general?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you know any school that using your phone at school is forbidden? Do you know any school?
No, creo que una de las compañías, si no me equivoco. No sé, por allá como es que hay varios hay muchas cosas esto. Many schools in the
city.
But I don't know.
Okay,
I don't have idea.
No idea. I think
no idea.
Another student from the other class told me that Colegio Serena, you're not allowed to use your phone at school. Like if they see you with your phone at school, they're gonna be like, "Hey, what you doing?" Yes, Cristiano, I called you like twice. So now I hate you. No, just kidding. Joe, what about? Are you allowed to listen to your music in your bedroom? Listen to music in your bedroom. Joe?
¿Yo?
Yeah?
Sí.
Are you allowed to be, this is another side question. Are you allowed to be in your bedroom with the door closed?
No.
No? Yeah. That's strange.
¿Cómo se dice? Depende.
Depends. Depends on what? Depends on...
Si estoy con alguien más.
Okay, if you're with another person. Okay, makes sense.
Y
Makes sense.
tampoco me dejan como el seguro, como lo.
Lock, yes.
Eso.
Okay, so you are not allowed to lock yourself in the room. Yeah, parents, they have that rule, like open doors, no lock. We want to see you. What's going on? Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I don't know. It might be because of bad experience, right? I don't know. It could be. I imagine many things. What if your kid kills himself or herself in the room? That'd be terrible. Yeah, you won't hear anything. Actually, it's because of safety, I think, more than privacy thing. Yeah, I don't know. Probably it's a Chilean thing. I don't know, or Latin American. Let's ask another person now. Ibanez, Lady Ibanez, are you allowed to hang out with your friends in town?
Yeah.
Yeah, no worries. And
No.
are you allowed to meet up with people that you don't know, like from the internet?
Maybe with friends.
Okay, maybe with friends. Okay, maybe with friends. Have you ever met? Okay, this is a question for everybody. Have you ever met up or hang out with a person that you met on the internet and not in real life?
Yes.
Oh, Connie, wow. I mean, sorry, not Connie,
No, it was
Valentina.
me.
Valentina, yeah, really?
Yeah.
Were you kidnapped or something?
No.
Okay, oof, lucky you. Did you have a good time?
I mean, yes,
Okay,
I
that's good.
guess.
Okay, we don't want to know the details, but okay, we have a person. What about?
I mean, it was good, but it was like kind of awkward.
Must be awkward. Kind of strange to meet a person that you met only on the internet, right? Because there are so many things that through a computer that are lost, like the gestures, the voice. I mean, voice not actually, but kind of weird. Yeah. Anyone else in this class has met a person from the internet in real life? Like for the first time? No? Joe, no? Valentina? What about you, Miss Cepeda?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, and how was it? How was it?
Yeah.
Was okay.
Sí.
Okay. It wasn't awkward like Valentina says. Awkward means extraño, incómodo, awkward.
No.
Oh, awkward.
Teacher,
Yes.
es que básicamente yo al Benja lo conocí por internet.
Benja Torres.
Sí.
Y Benja Torres no se promocionó como awkward. Awkward. Sabía que me faltaba una letra. Fíjense cómo se escribe. Es AWKW. Awkward. Benja Torres, ¿en serio? ¿En qué cosa? ¿Cómo? Cosa. Awkward. Awkward. No. Awkward. Ahí está. Awkward. Awkward.
¿Eso es extraño?
Extraño. Incómodo, diría. It's awkward.
Yeah, okay.
There are situations that are awkward and there are people that are awkward. Yeah. Some people are awkward. Te preguntan cosas que como que te pones rojo y así, cállate. Cállate, ¿qué estás hablando? Y ahí uno le dice, y ahí uno ocupa el vocabulario y dice, to get rid of someone. So you must get rid of that person. Get rid of. Yeah, sálete. Awkward. Some people are awkward. And they make awkward questions. I think awkward questions also. For example, some teachers, they make awkward questions. Okay, let's continue. All right. So having that said, we're gonna go to the text. So we have some people here talking on the thing. I think Cristiano Ronaldo, were you the person that said that you have met a person on the internet? I mean, from the internet?
Sí, conocí una.
And how was it? Was it good? Was it awkward?
No fue tan incómodo porque yo tenía a un amigo que me está acompañando.
Oh, good. Cristiano Ronaldo, was that person a girl?
Yes.
Hey, we are the
Ojo.
champions, my friend.
Ya que somos.
We gonna fight it to the end.
Ojo, Cristian.
No puedo, ¿por qué no puedo reaccionar? A ver, pero estoy buscando mi emoji.
Si le gusta a mi amigo ese que me acompaña, así que no.
Ah, chuta. Sorry.
Me salvé.
Oh, Cristian, el José. Oh. Oh, qué buena, qué buen plot twist. Cristiano Ronaldo, naughty, 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 naughty. Bien, bien. Cristiano Ronaldo, es funny. Susi, el bicholo saltó al tiro, cuidado. No perdona, ¿eh? Dicen que bicholo no perdona. Dice la fanaticada. Bicholos me preguntaron, teacher, ¿usted conoce a ese niño que anda en skate como Tony Hawk del B? Y le dije, no te puedo dar más información de bicholos. A ver, todavía no puedo reaccionar a lo que me dijo Cristiano Ronaldo. Pucha, qué mala, qué mala. Yo una vez me junté con una persona de internet, pero debe haber tenido así como 18, más o menos, sí. Y no era lo que me esperaba. Era muy awkward. Hacía preguntas muy incómodas, entonces pues me quería puro ir.
Estaba guatón.
No, para nada, no, sí bien, pero que era incómodo, era extraño. Ponga la Amogus, pero que no puedo ponerlo. Sus Amogus, profesor Amogus. Yeah, let's go. Okay. So we're gonna have a look at this one. Okay, and we have here, let me see if I can play it. Maybe I can play it. Give me a second. El Amogus. ¿Cómo se forma la cosa?
Profe,
¿Ya?
está reaccionando con el sí, quizás por eso no puede reaccionar.
A ver,
¿Quién
¿verdad?
es
Po?
sí?
Aquí Cristiano, borrar todo. No, aquí no me sale. Te juro que como cuando eres como administrador no puedo. Puedo hacer como hola. Dedo para abajo. Cristiano, no importa, yo te apoyo, ¿ya? La próxima va a resultar. Me puedes llevar a mí y yo te cuido.
Yo estaba de acuerdo con esa relación.
¿Estás de acuerdo?
Al final, spoiler, al final no resultó nada.
Bueno, cosas que pasan, po. Cosas que pasan, no más. Sí, cosas que pasan. Está bien. Pero si no resultó, debería haber entrado tú, po.
Entrada dramática.
No, mentira. Entré como Spider-Man, así como el sticker. Fue awkward cuando le tiró un completo en la cabeza a su asaltante. ¿Qué onda? Hay gente que se junta por internet y finalmente es porque lo van a lancear, po. Sí, po. Sí pasa. Sí, pues internet tiene cualquier historia, ¿qué onda?
Yo me robé el medio chismecito.
El medio chisme, chuta. Cristiano Ronaldo, cuidado que sabe. Ya, Valentina, menos mal que no te abdujeron. Ya, let's go. You're not allowed to say this. Okay, let's go. Y no salió mal. José Delgado, ¿quién era? El Felipe. Ay, no salió mal, qué bueno. Ay, me acuerdo que cuando chico tenía una ciberpolola por Messenger. Es terrible. Yeah, let's go. Okay, so let's go to text. So what we have here is hard times to be a kid. So we are going to compare how it's to be a kid now with how was to be a kid in the past. So here we go. For example, people now say, I'm not allowed to stay late. Why do I have to do my homework before I can watch TV? My parents never let me go to parties. Why just mom and dad who make the rules? Life isn't unfair. So teenagers always they are complaining about the rules, and let me tell you, rules are super necessary, especially in that age. Although we hate them, okay, we hate when our mom or our dad are telling us things like a broken record. They are saying the same things all over again. Obviously, it isn't nice, but rules are necessary because the world is a dangerous place. So if you think like the world outside is super nice, it isn't. So you should be able to take care of yourself by following your parents' rules. Okay, let's see. Do these complaints sound familiar? Well, if you think that life is hard, you might like to think about kids in the ancient times. For them, so some of them, life was really hard. If you were born in ancient Greece, you weren't even thought to be a real person until you've been alive for 5 days. Wow, come on. Siquiera y ante los 5 días, perrito.
Una
Wow.
célula.
Una célula, así como, imagínense qué diría la Woody. Antes de los 5 días, qué raro. That's right. For 5 days after you were born, your parents were allowed to get rid of you. Come on. No, salió feo.
Why?
Salió feo, chao. I don't know. Greece people, if they decided they didn't want you, they would just leave you outside somewhere to die. Nah. No me salió con los ojos verdes y lo voy a dejar afuera en el patio para que se lo cojan los perros.
Me lo cambia.
Eco, sí, vaya el vecino. Oye, mío, se
Lo
parece más.
tradean con el vecino.
Eco, esta huevita te puede gustar a ti. Ah, ya, bueno, cambiamos.
Intercambio Pokémon.
Eco, esta huevita
Sí,
Pokémon.
yo.
Qué cruel. Me imagino que como ellos eran igual, luchador y todo, si te salía una huevita con una deformación que tú cachai que iba a dar como jugo. En el pasado sí, pues. Iba a dar jugo, ahí lo dejaba a los pajaritos, ¿no? Después llegaba un águila y te tomaba así y te llevaba a las montañas y ahí
Y lo criaba el águila.
te
Y de ahí
criaba un
salieron
águila.
los relatos antiguos.
Te criaba un águila y te dan comida como comen los pájaros, así como. Qué asco, ya, qué asco, digamos. Como Tarzán, pero versión pájaro, ya. It says, of course, you might get lucky and someone else might pick you up. But if you'd spend the rest of your life as a slave, man, encima, un esclavo, yeah. However, if your parents decided that they wanted you to be part of the family, then there was a special ceremony to welcome. Ya, menos, pues. Al menos una fiesta, una fiestoca. Only the parents were allowed to go to school. Only the boys were allowed to go to school. Okay. What do the girls? Greek girls stay at home. But imagínense, no había ni Netflix ni tele, qué fome la casa. Where their mothers taught them skills like cooking and weaving, things that would help them to find a husband. Ya, bueno, el pasado.
Teacher, ¿qué significa weaving?
Weaving, I think Connie mentioned that it's tejer. Tejer, weaving. Yes. Spiders, they weave their webs. Weaving. I find it difficult.
Viene de esa palabra.
Sí, viene de lo mismo, the web, weaving. So that would be difficult to find a husband. Can you imagine that those kind of things still happen until today, like in some Eastern countries?
Maybe it still happens. I think it happens.
It happens, absolutely. For example, I remember when I traveled to where was it? Australia, and I had friends from like other countries like Arabic states, and they told me like that their parents they chose their wives. Like what if you don't like it? I said, but it's the rule. But what if you don't like it? Are you going to be happy? Well, I'll try to be happy. So those things still believe. We can choose. You people, you are pelanding on internet, you know, and it's not bad because it's a tryout. Okay, let's see. At the age of 7, some boys were sent away to very strict military schools, where they were taught how to become a soldier. Life was pretty hard at these schools. For example, kids were often hungry. Oh no, qué horrible! And the teachers didn't let them have food for a reason. They wanted the kids and the boys to learn how to survive for themselves by stealing food. But if they get caught, they were punished. Oh, qué onda. Qué onda. Por eso eran todos flacos po, y marcados po, si no les dan comida. Esta pues, película
Qué
300.
cruel.
Sí, mala. Y eso que eran cabros chicos para solo pelear. Yo creo que si hubiese estado en alguna guerra hubiera muerto al tiro, así, incluso entrenando. Hubiera caído un escudo en la cabeza, o alguien de accidente, no sé, hubiese pisado una lanza, así. No hubiese gustado ir a la guerra. Aztec children in Central America also have difficult life in ancient times. If they broke the rules, they could expect some nasty punishments. Yeah, but okay. As they got on the good side, Aztecs really believed the importance of schooling. In home, children learn practical skills. Dads taught their sons how to fish and farm, while mothers taught their daughters homemaking skills. Homemaking skills. Girls and boys also went to school, although the adults didn't let them to go to the same schools. Ya no se juntaban. Imagínense lo que hacen ustedes ahora que estén en un curso y es normal que tener un compañero, una compañera o compañeros por ahí. Es como si nada. Po. Y cuando en 1920, por ahí, 1930, eso tampoco era posible. Se avanza, vamos. Vamos que sí. Kids went to school called Tepocali. They had lessons about history, religion, and music. The boys also had lessons on how to fight, por supuesto. If the children were from a more important family, they went to a Calmecac, where they also learned how to read and write too. Claro, ahí nomás lo hacían leer. At both school, children had to be on the best behavior. They knew all the punishments for behaving badly, and life was hard enough anyway. No sé, no me hubiese gustado nacer en esos tiempos. Para nada, prefiero ahora. Yeah, paso. Yeah, okay, let's go. Yeah, Valentina Cepeda, let's go. So let's complete this stuff. Use one and between 1 and 3 words. Ancient Greek parents had to decide if they wanted to keep their babies. They had. Estamos por acá, a ver. Por aquí. Y decía, ancient Greek parents had to decide if they wanted to keep their babies. To be a medical person, that's right. For 5 days after you were born, your parents, they had to, if they decided they didn't want you, or they just leave you out somewhere. Y aquí, Asian Greek had. No, la 1 no, saltémosla. No, ¿qué palabra le falta aquí? Had to decide if they wanted. Had the possibility. Eso como me tiene sentido. Tenían la posibilidad de elegir, ¿o no? No, no cabe, no. A ver, debe ser la palabra parecida. Parents were allowed to get rid of you. They decided they wanted to. They had the chance to the
No se
side.
me ocurre.
The chance, se me ocurre, lo único que se me ocurre, no. Estoy entero bugueado. A ver. Unwanted babies often became, unwanted babies.
Slaves.
A ver. But if you spend the slaves, parece que slaves. Esclavo. Unlike Greek girls, Greek boys. A ver. ¿Dónde está? Only the boys were allowed to school. Girls stayed at home. Por ahí va a ver. Entonces, unlike Greek girls, Greek boys
Went to school.
went to school. Tres palabras, sí. Went to school. At military school, Greek boys didn't often have to eat.
The chains. ¿O no?
The
No.
chance? Maybe. Let's see. Por acá, claro. For example, kids were often hungry and the teachers didn't let them have much food. No wonder kids survive sometimes stealing food. O sea, le daban comida, pero muy poca. Muy poca. Entonces, at military schools didn't often have much to eat, a lo mejor. Awaited Aztec children who broke the rules. Aquí hablan de lo que rompía la regla. A ver, aquí. No, eso es lo griego. Aztec children report school. Kids went to school. They expect some nasty punishment. So nasty, a lo mejor nasty awaited Aztec children. Nasty punishment. Castigo duro le esperaban a los niños aztecas que rompían la regla. Yeah. Ancient Aztecs through education. Yeah, through education. ¿Qué?
Was important?
I think so. Pero dice through education. A través de la educación. Algo pasa. Through education. A través de la educación, los antiguos aztecas hacían algo. A ver qué hacían. Acá. Learned practical skills. Eso puede ser. Claro, tiene que ser aquí. Entonces, Ancient Aztecs Education, enseñaban, home, no, practical, skill, morí. Te odio.
I think it was important.
Thought. Yo through.
Usted pensó que era...
Sí, pensé que decían through, no sé por qué había una T ahí, o sea, una R. Thought, thank you, Valentine. Aztec boys and girls to the same school. Claro que no. It says here, boys and girls also went to school, although the adults didn't let them to go to the same school. Okay. Entonces, Aztecs, boys and girls.
Didn't go?
Didn't go, yes. Didn't go to the same school. And Colmeac schools were for children from por aquí está, Colmeac. Colmeac, okay. Boys, if the children were from the important family, they went to a Colmeac, where they learned how to read and write. Okay, so important Comac school were for children from important families?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. La Valentina, qué chistosa. Está así terrible chido. Ya, a ver. A ver, le voy a poner.
La que le dije yo tan buena, ¿vio?
A ver, Valentina. Nasty punishment, slave.
Bruh.
Had 5 days. Ah, claro, po. Have days to decide. Po. ¿Y qué? Enough food. Ah, igual estamos cerca. En nasty era con mayúscula. Verb. 5 days. Done. Easy peasy. Nada.
Estaba difícil igual, más o menos.
Sí,
Algunas.
me gusta este ejercicio cuando te ponen.
El latero, ¿qué dice?
Ocupa entre 1 y 3. Sí, latero, pero que te hace pensar mucho.
Mucho texto.
Creo que es como mi. ¿Cómo se llama? Mi sticker favorito el año pasado. Hay mucho texto. 5 days, slave, went to school, enough food, nasty punishment, was important, didn't go, important families. Yeah. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna stop here. Sorry. I wanna do this. Quiero hacer esto. Okay, so let's classify the rules. Okay, which one is a personal rule, a family rule, a school rule, or rule of society? Our parents don't let us leave the dinner table before everyone is finished.
La 2.
Number 2, yes. Joe. You're not allowed to ride bikes on the pavement. Joe. You're not allowed to ride bike on pavements.
A rule of society.
Yeah, maybe that one. Yeah. Well, if they have bicycle lanes, yeah. But for example, in Balmaceda, wow, I'm not gonna ride my bike on the street. Hell no. Okay. I make sure. I love that expression. I make sure. Me aseguro. Como que reviso y me aseguro. I make sure that I tidied my room every weekend. Number one. I tidy my room. Yeah, it's important to tidy your room. Yeah, that's important. School rule. You can't ask a question unless you put your hand up. Well, this is important when you're little kids, I think. Because your little kids are like, teacher, yo, meow, 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 meow. Yeah, hey, I want to leave the best for the end. I mean, not the best, but I'm going to stop recording now. And I want to ask you about the date of English. So let me go here. Fíjense, les voy a mostrar lo siguiente. Este es mi horario de abajo, mi horario virtual. Y el horario de arriba es el que viene ahora. Y el martes yo tenía 3 clases. Y ahora el martes tengo 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. El jueves tenía 3. El jueves tengo 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. El viernes, el jueves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bueno, conclusión, antes tenía vida, ahora el lunes no va a tener ni una vida. Ya.
Profe.
Veamos lo suyo. Vale, president.
Ahí está, el jueves.
Sí, está hasta ahorita acá, que es de las mentiras.
Es la otra, me arriba.
Esta. Ya, entonces, miren, el jueves yo puedo a las 3. No sé si ustedes ponen a las 3.
Sí, tenemos todo eso. A ver, espera.
¿Todo eso libre?
Sí, a esa hora sí podemos.
Buenísimo, porque de verdad que el otro lado no tengo idea dónde meterlo. A ver. ¿Y qué pasa el miércoles a las 8:15? ¿Así les queda el jueves libre?
Profe, es que no sé, es que nosotros tenemos, o sea, yo tengo el horario acá y se supone que es el miércoles en la tarde.
¿Qué? ¿El miércoles?
Sí, o no, o no sé.
Tengo el C en la tarde, el miércoles. El séptimo B.
A ver.
¿Ustedes le hicieron ajuste en el horario?
Volvimos al horario del principio.
No, profe, el jueves en la tarde.
Sí, yo tengo el jueves igual.
Sí.
Tengo el jueves
en la tarde de 4:40 a 5:20.
Claro.
Sí, profe, es que tengo cambiado, por ejemplo, tengo lo que tenía el jueves, lo que tenía el miércoles lo puse en el jueves, entonces yo me equivoqué. Sí, tenemos el jueves, profe.
Oye, el lunes tengo que ir al colegio todo el rato. Chafle.
Y
Excelente.
no tenemos clase a las 3, así que sí puede ser esa hora.
Puede ser esa hora, ya. ¿Les conviene a las 3 o el miércoles tiene a las 8:15?
¿El miércoles a qué hora?
¿A las 8:15 tienen clase?
Sí, hay electivo.
Ah, entonces váyanse a la... Ah, mentira. No, mentira. Ya, a ver. ¿Y el martes tienen a las 8:15?
Sí, tenemos matemáticas.
Ah, ya.
Profe, todos los días tenemos a las 8:15.
Sí,
El horario era heavy metal.
nada.
Sí, y yo lo TKM muy poco, este horario.
Es que tenemos como, o sea, usted tiene más horas, pero nosotros tenemos como una hora y pasan como 5 horas sin clase y después tenemos una hora a las 5. Así.
Ah, tiene mucha ventana. Ah,
O
sí.
sea, creo que igual es bueno tener harta espacio porque así no tenemos excusa como para no estudiar, por así decirlo.
Sí, pues tiene harto espacio.
Tenemos harto tiempo libre, así que...
No, tengo un modo máquina, ¿no? Heavy metal. Yo voy de aquí hasta que dure esta cuestión, voy a quedar las media ojeras, así muerto. Ya, oigan. Ya, pues, qué bueno. Entonces lo dejamos para el jueves a las 3. Ya, trato hecho. Valentina, por favor. Presidenta, por favor. Excelente. Ya, es un trato. Ya, pues niños, cuídense, tengan un bonito martes. Pasarlo bien.
Chao, profe.
Chao.
Chao.
Chau. Escuchan
Ay,
al
que
boy
esté bien.
Pablo. Chau.
Chao, profe.
Chao, profe.
Chau, chau, vale. Y chau, Joe. Gracias por prender las
Chao,
cámaras
profe.
siempre, ¿eh? De verdad
Chao,
que
profe.
sirve mucho. Bye bye.
Chao, profe, que esté bien.
Bye bye, Dimo. Bye, Michael. Bye, Diego. Can you smell what the rock is cooking? Palman. Bye, Altamirano. Bye, Martín. Bye, José.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Profe, chao.